Yo, what is up, my fellow mercenaries? Mark with the Game Boy here. And today I'm making a video about something a little more serious than I guess I would normally make a video about. So, as many of you probably know in the YouTube community, there's been a lot going on with Etika over the past, say, 6 months or so. It's been going on since around October. And recently, Etika has gone missing, and it's led me to. I'm extremely concerned for the guy. Etika goes, as far as my, YouTube experience, Attica goes way the fuck back. Honestly, he's one of the few content creators that influenced me to want to create content on my own. So seeing his situation is it's kind of hard to see him struggling like he is, because I totally understand it. And I've seen a lot of people over the past couple of months saying that Attica's doing a lot of this for attention, or that he doesn't really have something going on. He's more or less just doing it to have people pay attention to him and stay relevant, whatever. Or trust me, I could perfectly understand the sentiment. It's the fact that, bottom line, our mental health system in America is absolutely fucked. Attica went into the hospital for mental health issues and refused treatment, so they let him go. And that's probably the worst thing about it, is the fact that the hospitals can't do anything with the way that things are currently set up unless a family member was to commit him or something. So yes, Etika had issues going on, but he ended up getting out of the hospital because of the way that our system is at the moment. Now, I'm not saying, yeah, we need to detain everybody that has mental issues, but Etika clearly needs help, and even if he doesn't realize that, he needs to be able to reach out. And I'm fearing in the current situation that it might be just too late for anything to be done, and that scares the shit out of me. Just the fact that this man could have succumbed to depression, anxiety, all of that in the matter of months. We watched it all unfold right in front of our eyes, and that's fucking heartbreaking. And I see so many people have been clowning him since all of this started back in October, and that's got to take its toll as much as everything else that was on Etika's mind at the time. And it just added to a situation that didn't need to be added to as it was. He had enough stuff going on in his own mind, and people were fucking with him, thinking that he was just fucking with them, and I think it led to the outcome that we're seeing now. And I swear, every night I've been refreshing my Twitter timeline trying to see any updates on the situation, and everything that comes out, nothing seems good. I pray to God that it's just a situation where he's not dead, but he more or less disappeared. I get that people are gonna sit here and fucking clown him or complain that he fucked with everybody if he did disappear or whatever, but I'd rather see the guy alive than see him fall into another statistic, because I'll be straight up, I was at that point at one point in my life. I was at the point of considering wanting to die, and it's not a fun state of mind to be in. So if anything from Etika's "I'm sorry" video was true, then I totally understand where he's coming from. You feel like you're such a big burden in the world, and it's also the fact that, sure, the man made his mistakes, but people took it to a new extreme when they sat here commenting after the fact. People did not leave this man alone, regardless of what he did, what he said, and I understand that there's a level of trust that was broken between him and his fan base, but at the same time, the man didn't deserve to be harassed and clowned constantly for a mistake that he made. Worst case scenario, just don't watch the man's content, because if this does turn out that Etika has passed, that's beyond fucked up, because there was so much that us as a community on YouTube and Twitter, everything, there's so much that we could have done to help him and help him see that there was more life than this. There was another way other than the outcome that I'm fearing that we're going to end up with. I've been following everything the NYPD's been putting out as far as updates, and nothing is looking good. They found Etika's belongings by the bridge, including his Switch, and that right there was one of those things that put a pit in my stomach, because Etika loved his Switch, he loved his fans, and to see him abandon everything like that, I don't think that would be something he would do for publicity. So I don't know, I'm praying to fucking God that everything's alright with him, but I'm sitting here preparing myself for the worst, because I honestly don't know, and it scares the living shit out of me that we don't have answers. And I already know, if it turns out that he is alive, then people are going to come after him and say that he played with them again and fucked with people's heads, when I think that's the farthest thing from the case. Clearly, the man's been missing 72 hours now. Even if he's not dead, he clearly has some issues that he needs to work out. And I would much rather see the community be supportive of him, rather than turn on him and clown him like they have for the past couple months. Because as we can see, that's gotten nowhere. It hasn't changed who Etika is. Etika's still the same guy we've known all these years, and it's not going to change anything if you sit here and clown him. Like, I totally get where you guys are coming from, saying that it shouldn't have been done or it shouldn't have been joked about, whatever. Like, whatever the fuck he did in the past, but I think that it's more than just him trying to get attention. The past couple of months, I've been saying that, like, it's underlying mental health issues, and the first thing about mental health is that you're generally in denial. I spent years just in complete denial over the fact that I was suffering severe depression, and it wasn't until I owned it that things started getting better. For the longest time, I was afraid to acknowledge the fact that I wasn't normal, that I was different from everybody else, and it fucking hurt. Like, I'm not trying to guilt anybody or shame anybody for this whole situation, but offering a little bit of insight from somebody who has experience with having mental health issues. If you feel hopeless or anything like that, make sure you reach out. Like, you have to be willing to help yourself in these situations, and same thing goes for Etika. Like, you have to be able to ask for help when you need it rather than try to push everyone away, because I feel everything Etika has been doing the past couple months, it just screams disassociation, and that leads up to committing suicide, like he's talked about in his I'm sorry video, because the first thing is you disassociate, so then it makes going easier, and that scares me. It makes me think that this is more plausible that this could be an outcome. And if it is, in fact, that Etika has passed, I would like for us to end up learning a lesson from this rather than just brushing under the rug, sharing suicide hotlines on the fucking Twitter and shit for the next, like, month or whatever and then forget about it. Like, no, I want us to actually consider as a community to make a change for the better, because I don't want this happening to other YouTubers. Like, it's ridiculous when we have it where, like, in our own community, we're watching people die, like, senselessly because of the community, because of burnout, because the world is just fucked. Like I hate seeing this shit, and we need to find something to do about it. That's about all I have to say. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I've been wanting to discuss the topic, but I know the kind of backlash that comes with talking about this. As I can say, video is not monetized because my channel doesn't even have monetization, but even if it did, like, I would not monetize this video because the topic, I don't deserve to get paid off of having somebody else's disparity. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And also, if you guys see any updates on the situation, make sure you throw them down in the comments so I can see them, because I've been trying to keep up with the situation as much as I can as things come to light. So yeah, have yourselves a nice day. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them. Make sure that even that person that you talk to maybe once in a while, check up on them. Make sure that everything's good with them, because sometimes you never know what kind of inner demons people are facing, and it's honestly the scariest thing ever. The happiest people are the ones that always end up struggling the most. Alright, that's all I got to say, guys. Thank you.